Shalom Aleichem. In Parashat Vayetse, there's two things in the beginning of the parasha that's really worth looking into. At the beginning of the parasha, it says, Vayetse Yaakov miBe'er Sheva velech Harana. Yaakov left Be'er Sheva. But why does it say Vayetse? Rashi wants to know, it should have said Vayelech. And Rashi tells us something beautiful. He says that Yetziato shel Tzadik hosa roshem. When a Tzadik leaves the city, there's an impression in the city of his departure. The city becomes void. The Rashi says that as long as the tzaddik is in the city, he's the glory and the beauty of the city. Once he leaves, the city becomes empty from that beauty, from that glory. And therefore, think about it. If that is the case, when a tzaddik leaves, he leaves the place void from all the greatness that was inside the city. Now, what happens when a Rasha leaves the city? Rasha, that was the disgust of the city. He was the bed that causes all the harm and destruction in the city. Once he leaves that city, how much more it is in good in that city. Chachamim tell us that midat tova gdola 500 פעמים ממידה רעה, which means great things are considered in the eyes of Hashem 500 times than bad things. So if when Yaakov leaves the city, he's leaving together with him some void, how much more so when a Rasha leaves the place, how much joy and how much good comes to that place. And that is something that we need to realize. When Am Yisrael left Gaza, which was Gush Katif, and all the Yishuvim over there, they left the place void. Pana Ziva, Pana Oda, Pana Yofia, everything, all the greatness, all the good, all the beauty left. But now that they come back and they kick out all the wicked people, the subhumans, the terrorists, how much good is it that they come into that place? First of all, the fact that the Reshaim left and they're not there, and how much good is it that Am Yisrael came back to that place? The Hod, the Adar, the Ziv, all the greatness, all the beauty, all the glory comes back to that place. We need to realize that land has feelings as well. The land itself feels that greatness. And we find that later on in the same parasha. Yaakov Avinu comes to Har HaMoriah and all the stones are fighting who's going to be under Yaakov Avinu's head. Because the stones themselves, the earth itself, feels the great tzaddik that's there. They want to be under him. Finally, they unite to become one stone and be under Yaakov's head, as Rashi explains to us. So this is something that really one needs to pay attention. But even more so, it says in that parasha, again, in the beginning of the parasha, that when Yaakov Avinu was sleeping in Eretz Yisrael, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him that land, Rashi says, in order to tell him and to inform him that all Eretz Yisrael would be easy for Am Yisrael to conquer. That's what it says. Shachrav alea, kipel HaKadosh Baruch Hu kol Eretz Yisrael tachtav. HaKadosh Baruch Hu folded the entire Eretz Yisrael under him, so to speak, with a spiritual understanding. Ramaz lo sheteh nochal yikabesh lebanav. Which means to hint to him that Eretz Yisrael will be easy for him to conquer. And when one pays attention, really, it's an unbelievable thing. Look how easy it was, relatively, to conquer Gaza. It was when all the years they were so scared going into Gaza because it's a terrorist headquarters in every corner over there. And it's completely, the whole city has an undercity that full of tunnels that are terror tunnels, and they were scared to go in there. But once they went in there, relatively, of course it's hard, but relatively, their land was conquered extremely quickly, and pretty much things were going very, very well. So that comes to show you that whenever something belongs to you, it's yours. You're going to get it. You don't have to work too hard to get it. It's going to be yours. When something is not yours, you're not going to get it. Eretz Yisrael was given to Yaakov Avinu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu folded the entire Eretz Yisrael, and Gaza is included, as we already learned in the past, that that's part of what HaKadosh Baruch Hu promised Avraham Avinu, and later on in Parashat Matot Masei, also HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us the borders of Eretz Israel, which is to the north of Gaza, which means Gaza belongs to Am Israel as well. And with that, with understanding that everything becomes part of Eretz Israel, you are easily able to conquer the entire land.